Nothing says you care like crypto.
Men are refusing to live with women. And it's amazing because women don't understand the serious implications of this occurring as more and more videos are popping up online of men who've experienced these terrible relationships that are now warning other men to never live with a woman. Today's video comes from Casey Zander. His channel will be linked in the description so that you can go check him out and support him. Watch to the end of the video to fully understand the implications of men telling other men never to live with a woman. Don't forget to go and follow me on Rumble because you never know what can happen on this platform. It's linked in the description of this video. And now let's just go ahead and jump right in to the video.
Never under any circumstances should you ever live with a woman. Okay? I'm telling you this from personal experience, and stay tuned with me through this story because I very rarely, if ever, share legitimate personal stories, okay, about my life. I'm going to say that again. If you are not married as a man, never under any circumstances ever, and I mean ever, live with a woman, because you will see, okay, based on how society and how the world is set up, if things go south, you will see very, very quickly just how powerless you are. Okay, years ago, one of my first girlfriends together, we were living together. Okay, and this was something that I've never shared on this channel. This is something that I've never shared with any of you. And it might be kind of hard for me to open up fully about this, so maybe give me 30 seconds to a minute to work my way into this. Okay, so one of my first girlfriends when we were together, we lived together for probably a year and a half, and based off of, my personal taste in women and based off of, her attitude and some of the things that I noticed, I clearly could see at a very, short time that it was an absolutely crucial mistake that I made in my life. Okay. Now, as a young man at the time in his early 20s, you don't know what you don't know. Okay. So that's what you have to remember is for some of you who you're in this channel and you think, man, how does one get to the point where they have wisdom to share about men, masculinity, life, dating, women, leveling up, making money? Well, it's not only because I came from absolute rock bottom and was completely self-made, but every single issue you have ever ran into or seen with women, I have also seen. Because of that, I can get back at a higher level. Living with this girl, okay, there's certain behavior that I just don't like, and like at night I'm laying down, I'm sleeping. She would always fall asleep before me. Okay, she'd always fall asleep before me, and just because I have like ADD or whatever, I'm an entrepreneur, it's hard for me to turn my brain off. I'm always thinking about business, I'm thinking about things I want to do, I'm thinking about how I want to develop my life. It's hard for me to turn off. That's how I am. It's a blessing because obviously I can get a hell of a lot of stuff done and I can stay real focused. But it's a curse because, well, everybody can like turn off. I have no off switch. That's what sucks. She'd always fall asleep before me. And as she'd fall asleep before me, as her attitude would progressively get worse and worse through the relationship, meaning like who she was in the beginning was not who she turned out to be. And that typically happens the closer you get to a woman. You start to see that, the spark or the chemistry or what was in the beginning isn't what continues the more you invest as a man. And obviously I was invested because we were living together. I'd lay there at night and I'd look at her when she's sleeping and I'd think to myself, is this really the best I can do? Because if I look at the trajectory of my life right now, if this continues, I'm going to be with a woman who's average or slightly just above average, right? Nothing special. Okay, is this the best I can do with my circumstance? Is this the best I want to settle for in my dating life? Is this the best I want to settle for in a relationship? Is this the best quality of woman I could potentially obtain as a young 20-something-year-old man? I lay down every single night and I'd look at her and I'd think about that. And after a month or two, I came to the conclusion that it was a no. There's no way I would settle, or there is no way I would say, this is it, this is the best I can get. And I'm going to let you in on a little secret, and there's a difference in mindset and mentality, but stay tuned because this story gets whack. There's a difference in mindset between a man who knows deep down on a deep down level that he can generate options and one who can't, okay? Now, I have a Rolodex of past women I've been with that are very attractive. And I don't forget about that. See, that's the thing, is every micro success builds up. If any of you ever struggle with your confidence too, what I'd advise you to do is write down every amazing interaction you've ever had with a beautiful woman. Write them down so you can see, hey, here's proof I am a cool guy, or I am confident. That's not something I've done, but what I can tell you is if you're a guy who struggles, it would definitely help. But I would lay at night and I would remember the beautiful women I've been with, or the amazing experiences I've shared with girls, or the nights when you'd have natural, authentic, organic chemistry with women who are very attractive. And I'd just lay and I'd look and I'd think, there's no way I'm going to settle for this. So one day I tried to, and here's the thing is, every single day in my life, no matter what, I would always keep composure, because I believe that is extremely important as a man. Never in my life have I ever raised my voice at a woman. Never in my life have I ever called a woman a mean name or swore at her. Never in my life have I ever went off on a tangent and text paragraph after paragraph. Never have I ever blown up and lost emotional control. Now, for some of you wondering how to keep attraction in a relationship, that definitely is a big component. When a woman sees a man is completely grounded and can't be moved off center, extremely attractive. Here's another thing though that nobody tells you, especially in the online dating space. That scares the hell out of a woman. It scares the hell out of a woman because you have such a rock solid foundation.
Guys, if you're not already part of my 3 exclusive communities, you're seriously missing out. Let me break down this to you real quick. Angry's Crypto Academy is your go-to guide for achieving financial freedom through crypto, insider strategies, tools, and tips you can't afford to ignore. If you're not getting ahead in crypto now, you're falling behind. Angry Guys Arcade, for my gamers and tech heads, this is where fun meets excitement. Exclusive gaming content, tech insights, reviews and previews, deals, and more. Trust me, you'll wish you joined when you see what's coming next. Angry Guys Clubhouse, focused on smart strategies for finance, passive income, and expat living. If you've ever dreamed of living life on your terms, this is where you learn how to make it happen. Don't wait. They're all individually linked in the description below. Check them out right now before you get left behind. Time to level up, guys.
She wonders if you're ever going to be fully invested to the point where you will bend or break for her. See, since 99% of guys do that and operate that way, when she sees a guy will never go weak for her or for her sex under any circumstances, it scares them because they start to feel powerless. Okay? This point in the relationship, this woman could probably feel on some level that I was getting this vibe, or I was wanting to dissolve things. And not to mention, this is going to sound cocky, or this may sound arrogant, but I don't care, because at the time, everything in my life was going up. I was lifting heavier weights in the gym than I ever have been before. I was making more money than I ever have been before. I was gaining more, I was having a bigger YouTube channel and a bigger fan base than I ever have before. I was all of a sudden being connected with well-known people, right? And this girl would see this. So I was clearly on my way up, right? I had multiple, influencers with 500,000, 1 million followers that are in my contacts that we're having conversations on the phone. All of a sudden I'm connecting with other either online business owners or entrepreneurs who are doing 7-8 figures per year. Like, I was going up. Okay? And it's because I put in a lot of work. Now, what happened when I explained that I want to dissolve the relationship, or I don't think we should see each other, or I think that, and obviously I'm the man and I was making far more money. I was the one majority paying for all of the expenses in the house. I wanted to dissolve the relationship. And when I did that, all hell broke loose. Now, I'm going to cut right here for a second and take a breath so that way I can explain how this went down the right way. Now, this was from many, many years ago, okay, which means I was in Arizona at the time. Like, this was so long ago. Obviously, I'm not going to say who it was. I'm going to leave the name completely anonymous because it doesn't matter who I was with at the time. You just have to understand the moral of this. Like, you have to understand the base of this story. That's the most important thing right now that I'm about to tell you. When I told her I wanted to dissolve the relationship, all hell broke loose on such a level that I have never seen. Okay? We are talking hysterically crying, getting in my face, right? Swearing at me, threatening me.
Let me tell you something. It's always guys like these. All right, I don't know this guy personally. I'm not saying anything bad about him. I'm not saying he's a simp or anything. But I'm saying it's always guys like these that they're doing well in life and they feel like they're on top of the world sometimes. And they'll have someone, if they're lucky, like Uncle Angry, and Uncle Angry will say, yeah, bro, this relationship that you're in, it's not for you. What you're doing right here, it's not for you. You might not believe it, but this is some simping that you are doing right here. This person does not love you. They love what you can do for them. They love the things that you have, but they do not love you. And when everything comes crashing down, they are going to scorch you. And then these types of people will say, no, you're just a person who doesn't like women and you've had bad experiences in your life. And maybe when you heal or you learn how to be more respectful and all of this other jazz, then you'll be able to find someone, but you're an incel. And then guess what ends up happening? All hell breaks loose. They either decide that they want to leave or the woman decides that she's ready to cut them from the relationship. And when that happens, all hell breaks loose and they lose everything. And then what do? They come running back to Uncle Angry. Oh, Angry Sama, Uncle Angry. All of a sudden, they come back with nothing. And the same people that criticized me, the same people that were attacking me, where are these people now? They are nowhere to be seen. All right? When they come back to me, they are broke and broken. They have nothing. I'm going to show you guys something. I constantly tell you guys that you can make millions of dollars by investing. Just $10 into crypto. Y'all think I'm joking? Check this out. Because you should be investing in yourself, not in women, not in people, investing in yourself. I want to show you this because I want you guys to see something for yourself. All right? Check this out. Check this out right now. Have I told you that you could turn $10 into millions of dollars? Look at this story right here. And this is actually one of the coins that I talk about in the Crypto Academy. And guys, we actually just set up a new trending crypto section in the Crypto Academy. So you can go over to the trending crypto section and you find out very quickly what cryptos are now emerging that you can jump into instantly. And this is stuff that I've reviewed, stuff that's coming from the community because we're actually a community over in the Academy. You can find a link to the description of the video, but I want to show you this. Crypto trader turns $27 into $52 million with Savvy Peppy token investment. Okay? This article just came out an hour ago at the time of making this video. And it came from Cointelegraph.com. Right? And I want you just to see this for yourself because so many people are always criticizing. So, an unknown Peppy trader bagged the life-changing profits crypto intelligence firm Lacun Chain revealed in a December 14th X post. All right? A Peppy whale that had been dormant for 600 days transferred all 2.1 trillion Peppies worth $52 million to a new address from $27 to $52 million. An extraordinary 1,900,000 times return. Insane. Despite having no intrinsic utility, meme coins have created many new millionaires among crypto investors. In May, another savvy trader turned $3,000 into 46 million trading the Pepe token, making over 15,700 fold return on investment. So Pepe rallies 1,600% year to date as second best performing crypto of 2024. Meme coins have proven to be some of the best performing cryptocurrencies of the year based on their returns. I've already told you guys what one of the next big waves are, and we talk about that AI tokens are very big. We discussed those over in the academy, but brand coins are going to be massive because with regulation now becoming a thing under Trump's presidency, the stock market is oversaturated. So what are people going to want to do? They're going to want to have a part of a brand. So you're going to be able to pick up Coca-Cola coin because now it's regulated. So people are going to treat it like money. Some of these companies are going to say, yeah, you can use your Coca-Cola coins to purchase products or whatever. It doesn't really matter. But people are going to go and begin scooping up these brand coins. All right. It doesn't matter if it's Coca-Cola coin or Big Mac coin, or, McDonald's coin or whatever, guys, whatever a piece of it or Pokemon coin, it's going to be massive. They are going to be very much along the lines of the new meme coins, and everyone's going to want a piece of those. So I'm just letting you guys know in advance. And you learn these things over in the Crypto Academy and Angry's Crypto Academy, which is linked in the description of the video. But yeah, guys, this is the kind of thing that's happening here. Year to date, Pepe rallied over 1,600% as the second best performer in the top 100 cryptocurrencies, followed by the Solana-based dog with hat meme token, which is up 1,400%. All right. So I just kind of wanted you to see this, guys. Like this is massive. Many people don't understand what happens when you invest in yourself. You should be investing in crypto. You should not be wasting time. Let me ask you something. When the banks collapse, and trust me, it's coming, will you be ready? Imagine waking up to ATMs that don't work, bank doors chained shut, and millions of people left with nothing. No cash, no access to their savings, and no way to survive. But it doesn't have to be that way for you. That's why I created Angry's Crypto Academy, to teach you everything you need to know about crypto so you can protect yourself and your family. You'll learn how to buy, sell, and even day trade crypto for a living. Plus, we alert you to new crypto trends so you can profit before everyone else even knows what's happening. Right now, I've just published an exclusive investment guide inside the Academy, and it's linked in the description below. In it, I reveal the one coin that could make you a millionaire. A coin so revolutionary, it could change everything. If you missed out on Bitcoin and Ethereum, this is your second chance. This isn't just about financial freedom. It's about survival. When the system collapses and everyone else is selling, you'll be the one buying, prepared to weather the storm and thrive while others struggle to survive. Don't wait. This knowledge isn't optional. It's critical. The link's in the description. Go check it out now.
Talking about what a piece of shit that I am. Okay? This woman's behavior is erratic. Right? On her knees, dry heaving and hyperventilating. To the point where she took a iPhone cord charger. I had a 10-foot cord charger. She started wrapping it around her neck. Started squeezing with it. Saying how she wanted to off herself right then and there. This is what I saw with my own two eyes. You can't make this up. So what I start doing is I start freaking out to some degree mentally because I'm like, I've never seen anything like this before. And I start taking every single sharp object out of the house. So I start taking all of the kitchen knives out of the house. My whole goal was I was going to put these in my car, and I was going to either drive them to my parents' house, or I was going to drive them to a friend's house, or I was going to get rid of every single thing that could be harmful. And something happened that I'll never forget. As I'm packing up my car, and as I'm packing up majority of anything that could be used that would be harmful, she looked at me, stopped crying for a second, and she said these words. She goes, "If you walk out that door, and if you get in your truck right now and you leave, I'm going to call the cops, and I'm going to tell them that you hit me. I'm going to tell them that you hurt me." Now, I want this to sink in, because at the time, I can't express the amount of fear that I was in due to the fact of the blatant lie.
You remember what I always say? I always say that all roads lead back to Uncle Angry. Because when these things happen, then these men start thinking Uncle Angry was right. Uncle Angry was not filled with hate. He wasn't filled with hate. Uncle Angry was right. Uncle Angry was wise. Uncle Angry was not expressing disdain towards women. He was warning you of the things that could happen when you are in a relationship with a woman. But I didn't want to listen. I was being a simp. And now I'm screwed. It's the truth. A lot of men don't get their wake-up call until things like this happen. And of course, again, they're going to think back to Uncle Angry and remember what Uncle Angry always says. Smart men learn from their own mistakes. Wise men learn from the mistakes of others. And they're going to realize, I'm an idiot. I'm neither smart nor am I wise. And now I'm going to have to learn the hard way. And am I even going to survive this? What's going to happen? Are the cops going to come and take me away? Am I going to lose everything I've ever worked for? Will I lose my reputation? Will I lose my job? Will I lose family after this person tells them that I not only put my hands on them, but that I had also been doing other things in the relationship? Everyone will now look at me different. My parents will now look at me different. Society will now look at me different. It doesn't matter if it's true or not. Guys, look at the Duke Lacrosse situation where this woman who basically accused these men of something awful almost 20 years ago from prison. She's in prison now for control alt deleting her boyfriend. She just confessed in an interview with a podcast that she made the whole damn thing up, and she did it because she was looking for attention and validation. Validation that she should have been looking for from God. And instead she was looking for that from people. And that's why she did it. And she started going on to her tangent about she loves the people, she loves the men that she accused, and that she wants them to know that God is with them and all kinds of BS. Guys, what a horrible human being. Absolutely terrible. And this is how modern women think. They know that society is unjust. They know that it's a believe all women society. They know that all they have to do is make an accusation to destroy a man. There's a saying, this is what the MGTOWs used to say, if you want to destroy a man, tell a lie. If you want to destroy a woman, tell the truth. All you have to do is expose the lies, and that destroys her. Look at what happened to Amber Heard. She lied on Johnny, and it destroyed his entire life. What did Johnny do? He went and he told the truth to the entire world and put her on blast. And that's how he was able to finally beat her and send her back to the shadow realms from which she once came. It's a sad reality and a reminder that we have very little power in society beyond walking away towards our best alternatives. And of course, that's how you end up with the MGTOWs who've basically, their MGTOWs are MWAs. Not all MWAs are MGTOWs, but all MGTOWs are MWAs because they are walking away. Or in their case, they're going their own way. But the thing is that they're not simply, MWA is men walking away, or men with alternatives, or men with options. In the case of the MGTOWs, they are separating themselves socially, financially, economically from women in the state. So they're choosing the final option. They're going to the final limit where it's like, yeah, we don't want to have anything to do with anyone or anything. And they're just giving up on all of that. And they're working just enough to survive and thrive. And that's it. But they're not having relationships. They're not dating. They're not getting married. 90% of men are no longer dating, getting married, having relationships at all with women in Western society. And even then, modern women are still not satisfied. They will not be satisfied until that number is 100%. Only when that number, and guys, here's the thing, it'll never fully be 100% because Chad and Tyrone will always be out there. But eventually they'll get it up to 95, 96 because Chad and Tyrone are broke boys. They have nothing to lose and everything to gain. These men don't get me too'd because these men have nothing to lose. It's normal men who work hard and build value for themselves and others who end up getting me too'd and having their lives destroyed. And then when, people like Crystal who accused the Duke Lacrosse kids for something that didn't happen comes forward and says, "Yeah, it's a lie. I lied about it." And it takes 20 years, most of the time it never comes out. No one cares. Look at someone like Bill Cosby. Do you think anyone's going to care if it's proven that all of those allegations, the vast majority of them, were just complete and utter lies that should never have been admissible to court? Do you think that even if it's proven beyond a reasonable doubt, do you think society would care? No one would care. You'd have news reporters, maybe Fox News, talking about how horrible it is. No one would care. He would not gain his life back. He would likely not get the money back that he's lost defending himself from one lawsuit after, and it'd all be gone. And the response from society would be like, well, everyone would act like it doesn't matter. And, well, you don't know if it wasn't true. Even if they proved it wasn't true, it doesn't matter. Because all a woman has to do is say this happened, and now your life is over. This is why so many men are saying, never live with a woman. Don't do it. Women are pushing men out of society. They're pushing men out of their countries. They're pushing men out of society. They're pushing men. It's something that it just can't stop. And then of course, when you call women out, when women right now, a lot of them are also beginning to back away from women's liberation. And it's like I told you guys, women were going to say feminism got us everything that we wanted. Now let's fight it together. Feminism got us everything that we wanted. Now let's fight for one another. It's an utter joke. Most of the guys, many if not most of the women who voted for Trump don't like him. The only reason why they voted for him is out of necessity, because now they're going down a path where they're going to begin losing all of the spoils of war that they got through feminism. Guys, if you think you've missed the boat on Bitcoin, think again. The crypto world is exploding with new opportunities. And while Bitcoin has already made its millionaires, there's still a chance for you to get in early on the next big wave. I've put together an exclusive guide on 4 altcoins that could change the game and change your financial future. These aren't just hype coins. These are real projects with groundbreaking technology and massive upside potential. This is your chance to get in before they hit the mainstream. But listen, crypto isn't just about getting rich, it's about freedom. Freedom from traditional banks, freedom from government-controlled money, and freedom to take back control of your life. That's why I created Angry's Crypto Academy. When you join the academy, you'll learn everything you need to know about cryptocurrency, how to buy, sell, and trade the right way, how to spot the coins that can truly take off, and how to use crypto to achieve real economic freedom. And here's the best part. When you subscribe, you'll get a free copy of my crypto blueprint. This is packed with valuable tips and strategies to help you get started, and it's yours just for joining. The link is in the description below. Don't wait around and miss another opportunity like Bitcoin. Those who act now will be the ones who win big. So if you're ready to take back control of your finances and start your journey to freedom, join Angry's Crypto Academy today. Let's make it happen because of how far left things have gone. So it was 100% out of self-preservation and nothing else. And I'm telling you, they don't care. They could care less about anything else. They will lie to you. They will humiliate you. Can't stop, won't stop. This is how they operate. This is how they think. And nothing you say is ever going to change them. That's why men are actively choosing to walk away from dating, actively choosing to walk away from relationships, actively choosing to just prioritize and focus on their relationship with God and their relationship with themselves, because they're realizing that what's going on here right now, it does not work. It does not benefit them one bit. It does not benefit any of us one bit. The smartest thing a man could do is to walk away, focus on himself, his own happiness, and never look back. What do you guys think? Because, guys, this is only going to result in more women finding themselves in extraordinary positions of hardship as, times get worse. Inflation is going to get worse. I told you that, guys, as things get worse, life is going to get better for men who are walking away. You're going to have a large number of men becoming millionaires in the coming years, even as the economy gets worse, even as it becomes harder to get a job and secure a lifestyle. You're going to have more men, maybe now than ever before, becoming millionaires because they are not getting married, not having children, focusing on themselves and investing their money in things like crypto and things like real estate. So they're letting their money grow. They're letting their money work for them while they're also working fewer and fewer hours. The economy cannot survive if men abandon it. That's the truth. Unmarried men work significantly fewer hours than married men. And these men, now you have over 30 million men that are not working at all. I mean, they basically work just enough to survive and thrive and no more. Many of you cannot understand the concept of not needing to work. Many of you cannot understand the concept that there are actually men who don't have to work every day. And you're like, well, that's impossible. How are you providing for yourself? The way that you view the world, a lot of you, is very short-sighted. And I get exhausted trying to explain this to you. I'm tired because it's like you don't have common sense or reasoning. And you're grown men. Some men still live with their parents. You can't live with your parents forever. Some men can. If you're a 20-something-year-old man or even a 30-something-year-old man, or in some cases, even in your 40s, you can comfortably live with your parents. Not everyone has a toxic relationship with their parents, or in some cases, their parents are more than happy to let them continue living with them if they give them some rent. Like, okay, yeah, I'll give you $1,000 a month, or I'll give you $500 a month, or $700 a month, right? And if you do the math over the course of 1 year, let's say $700 a month, that's only $8,400. And you're living at your parents' house. They're not charging you for rent. They're not charging you more than like $700 a month. And then on top of it, your utilities are very, very low. So you're not paying much for utilities, or you're not paying anything for utilities at all. Okay? Not paying for water. You may or may not help with the electric bill, or they don't charge you for the electric bill. They just include the cost of that in the rent. So you're living, $8,400 a month, and you're living easy. Where does the rest of your money go? Well, you have a gaming PC, so you buy all of your games off Steam, or you use sites like Angry Guys Arcade to find out where to get the best deals on games. So you're not spending more than a couple of dollars buying AAA games, and you don't have a job. Guys, I've got something huge for you today. If you're not already part of my 3 exclusive communities, you're seriously missing out. Let me break it down for you real quick. Angry's Crypto Academy, your go-to guide for achieving financial freedom through crypto, insider strategies, tools, and tips you can't afford to ignore. If you're not getting ahead in crypto now, you're falling behind. Angry Guys Arcade, for my gamers, tech heads, and hustlers. This is where fun meets profit. Exclusive gaming content, tips, and ways to turn your hobbies into income. Trust me, you'll wish you joined when you see what's coming next. Angry Guys Clubhouse, focused on smart strategies for finance, passive income, and expat living. If you've ever dreamed of living life on your terms, this is where you'll learn how to make it happen. Don't wait. They're all individually linked in the description below. Check them out right now before you get left behind. Time to level up, guys. That you have to go to every day, so you have plenty of time to do your research. You know, mom is cooking your meals for you, so you're not buying junk food. You have all of this food in the fridge. You know, you pay for your own food, but mom is cooking your meals for you. So, you know, you have food. You always have food stocked up in the fridge. You do food prep. You've got food there, and you have no interest in being in a relationship. You have no interest in physical intimacy. When you want physical intimacy, you use your hand. You're a 1 minute man. You know, women used to mock you for finishing in a minute. Now that's actually a good thing because you're done within a minute flat, and you have the rest of your day to enjoy. This is the reality. This is the reality. A lot of you are not, you like, something is wrong with you that you don't understand. Not all men have to actually be out there struggling in the streets to pay for this and that, because they don't have, if you don't have kids, you don't have a wife, you don't have children, you basically don't have bills in a lot of the cases. If you have no student loans, you don't need to be out there working crazy hours. As long as once you have the issue, once you have a roof over your head and food on the table, like those, that takes care of a big portion of it. Some men, depending on where they live and their setup, they don't need to work at all. They're collecting disability, living with their parents. I mean, what are you working for? Think about it. They're collecting disability, they're living with their parents, they're getting food stamps, they're using community resources. So, you know, they're not paying anything for food. Okay, they're getting access to free food. They get free health care because they've got Medicaid, so they don't pay any medical bills. And, you know, in terms of everything they need, they're basically getting it through charities and so forth. So they have no reason to work. And they live with their parents, and let's say they're not being charged anything because they're on disability, you know, because their parents are like, nah, it's fine, you can continue living here. So they're sharing resources. They're not paying for rent. They're not paying for heating or any of that stuff. And their disability check is enough to allow them to basically buy mostly whatever video games they want per month. So they're sitting around playing video games, watching Netflix and Crunchyroll, eating well, because mom is making all of their meals. Or let's say they're single, and, you know, but they have fixed living, like, you know, a fixed living arrangement where it's like $500 a month in rent. That's only $6,000 a year. I mean, you know, between savings, disability, and other things, and, you know, doing a little Uber Eats or DoorDash, because you can still make money while you're on disability, they have more than enough money to relax and chill. Some guys buy a condo, you know, when the rates were good, and they don't have to worry about anything. Guys, a lot of men do not when you don't have a wife, you don't have kids, all you have to do is provide for yourself, and you end up with excess amounts of capital that you invest in things like crypto and real estate, and their money just continues growing. And some guys like, oh, I need money, I'll just do day trading. So they start day trading cryptocurrency, and they start making money doing that. And they're living comfortable lives. When you don't have a wife, you know, you can live a relatively easy life, raise a relatively happy life. What do you guys think? Men are refusing to live with women. Let me know your thoughts. We'll talk about it in the comments. Like the video if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you like the video, share the video. And just remember that all roads lead to MWA. Men walking away. And cheers.